Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, 11 February 2022, and currently I am in Karonga in Malawi. So I made my entry to Malawi this week. It was on Tuesday. So I left from Mbeya in Tanzania, and I just crossed into Casamula, and then eventually I rode to Karonga. So my crossing into Malawi, I would say it was pretty fair, pretty easy, not complicated at all. No people who wanted to extort money from me. So I left Mbeya after I received my COVID test on Tuesday morning, because unfortunately they left my my test there at the hospital and they sent it a day later, so I was supposed to ride a day earlier, but anyway, no problem. So as soon as I received my COVID result, I went down to print it together with my visa. I packed my things and I just left. So the distance from Mbeya to the border was a short one. It took me only maybe an hour or something to get there. Then as soon as you start getting closer, entering Casamula, you know, you start seeing people running, coming from every side, you know, to ask you to exchange money. I had the first and last and the only police stop in Tanzania. So since I entered Tanzania, I was never stopped by police. So this police asked me, I think it was a police anyway, because usually here they were in white, but these guys were not wearing white, so it could be any other type of security forces or something, or military. But anyway, the officer asked me for my passport, and then you can see in the video, like, he was looking at it, he was checking for the immigration stamp, and like he was surprised to see gratis. Then he turned on his partner, he said, "Oh, gratis." And then he immediately handed my passport back, and he was asking me how much the bike costs and if he wants to buy my motorbike. Anyway, so from there on I moved to the border, you know, and one guy came running on me, telling me, I don't know, I forgot his name, and then he was showing me his mobile. I think he was expecting some Germans to come, and they were asking me if I was riding alone, blah blah blah. And anyway, so I just asked them, like, please, if you don't have nothing to do with the customs or immigration, just let me go, show me where I have to go, and that's it, you know. So I went into the Tanzania side. You know, first I met the port health guy. He scanned my COVID test. From there on I moved to the immigration. They stamped my passport. Then I went to the other desk, which is the customs. They stamped my carnet. So that was a matter of a few minutes. Then I got out and crossed the Songwe bridge, and I went on the Malawi side. So yeah, and the Malawi side, first I went to the immigration. They told me to go to the port health person. So, you know, in the beginning he couldn't scan my QR code, and when he said, "Oh, it's okay," then he asked me to do a rapid test. I said, "Oh, why?" You know, I refused. I said, "No, I'm not gonna do it because I just received my test this morning. As you can see, I'm negative. I don't know why you're asking me to do another swab test," you know. So I think he got a bit pissed off about it. He just stood up and moved away. Another woman came. She filled the form for me, because I think it's some kind of passenger locator form. Anyway, that done, I passed on to the immigration. I gave them my passport. You know, they started to process my visa. And in the meantime, I went to the customs. I gave them my carnet to start processing my documentations. And well, there was a guy who approached me to buy a line, which I gladly did. You know, he seems to be a nice guy, so I just did it with him. And anyway, then they wanted me to pay in dollars, so I just with me $100 bill. So I gave them one. They were looking at it strangely, and then he said, "Oh, this is not good." I said, "Why?" No, I was thinking that because of the date of the dollar when it was issued. He told me, "Oh, because it has a stamp and it has some ink on it." I said, "Okay, that's not a problem." Then I gave them a new one. They accepted that, and they wanted me to split it in two. So they gave me two notes of $50. well, I can't understand the logic behind it, but anyway, I didn't dare to ask questions. So now when I went to pay, then there was a problem with the system was down. So I went back out again. I went to eat with the guy who sold me the phone line. We got back, it seems that the system was restored. I paid, and then he was giving me $30 change. I said, no, okay, please give me shilling, not shilling, sorry, kwacha. And like that's another long process to many paperwork, stamps, signatures. But anyway, eventually I managed to get some more kwacha. So basically that was it there. And then I left, and as soon as I got out, a policeman stopped me, and I was thinking that he was going to ask for my passport, and no, instead he asked me for my driving insurance. So honestly, I was surprised, but at the same time I was in a way glad, because at least someone asked for my insurance, which I paid for it. So yeah, I just had a look at it, and that was it. So anyway, from there on, it was like a few kilometers down the road. So at the moment I am here in Karonga. There is nothing really special here apart from the replica of the Malawisaurus, which I didn't visit yet, but I'm planning to do so perhaps maybe today. I would say that the weather was fine from Mbeya to now. Until now it didn't rain, though as you can see behind me, there are some menacing clouds behind me, but it's not raining. So it is the rainy season here, so it could be also hot at the same time raining. So when the sun is out, it's definitely hot, but when there are clouds, I think it's quite comfortable. The only thing that definitely here is impressive is like the amount of mosquitoes there is around. Probably because it is close to the lake. So as soon as you enter Malawi, you will ride through a lot of swamps or marsh or whatever they are called. So there are a lot of rice plantation around the area. But yeah, so far so good, so I think my entry in Malawi was good. No corruption, no money asked, for the service. People are nice, very cheerful. So far I have a very good impression of Malawi. So the idea that tomorrow I start riding to Livingstonia. There is a particular road called the Gorode Road, which is like a mountain pass with 22 passes. Most of them are sharp, and also the terrain is unpaved. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know what is the weather down there. Hopefully it is not bad, so I can do it. Probably have to make it all the way back, because I want to take the scenic route that snakes around the Malawi lake. So yeah, then probably I will be going to Mzuzu, and eventually all the way down, because eventually then from Malawi I have to cross into Mozambique. So basically that's it for now, and please subscribe to my channel so you remain updated with my proceeding. Thank you.